trying new ideas. And for a game like Zero Time Dilemma to try it, it's the right type of game to try it. But it's not the best.
Why, hello there, everybody. If you're wondering what we're talking about Zero Time Dilemma.
You didn't tell me it was mine.
Look, it's right on time, and you weren't talking about anything that was sensitive, so yeah, just swap over.
Bold of you to assume I look at the clock.
Yo, what's up, Kokichi? Wow, you're on time? What do you mean? We always are on time.
Yeah.
Literally, the second that it turned over, I switched over.
Sometimes I start my streams a minute early. You never know.
Alright, let's see. I think last time we chose to be a good person. Let's be bad.
Let's be bad.
It's something that I'm pretty good at. Is this timeline also going to extend? Assuming so. Because if he betrays us, then he doesn't get out of here.
From round 3 of the Ambidex
Unless it's going to be like the
be displayed. Please
Alice situation.
direct your attention to the results screen.
Wait. Clover? Oh wait, Clover's gonna escape. Can we go over and tackle Clover?
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your
Apparently so, Kokichi. No matter what I do, I'm a jerk. This is just too close to real life. Hey, what's the deal?
Nothing to do with it. I entered the vote.
So why'd you choose betray?
Couldn't I ask you the same thing?
Well, what? You wanted me to choose ally so you could trick
this
me?
This is the time for a fight, though. Look, Clover's over by the door.
What? Oh no. Why do we just let everybody go? Stop them!
The number 9 door.
Fuck, she opened it.
Why?
Same.
Wait.
Clover! What the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm going to call the others.
What?
I'll get justice for Alice.
Well, I don't believe you, axe murderer. God, justice. Wait, do you mean? Also, why do you dress like a caveman?
Sexy caveman Halloween costume, more like.
What? She watched the Flintstones one time.
9 seconds.
Time for me to go. No!
Like,
Please,
what is that
Clover, wait.
ornament that's on her hair? That doesn't even match up with Alice's outfit. Dio
It's
leapt
like a
at
big
Clover,
pom-pom.
his fists raised. Clover easily avoided him and moved toward the door. Dio was a wuss. I caught one last glimpse of her face as she slid through the door. It was a mask of ice. Literally, no faith in anybody else. None. We can't work together, no matter how hard we try. There's always gonna be an ass. And if that ass ain't me, then it's definitely somebody else.
It's probably Dio.
I mean, Dio has always been. I don't think there has been a timeline where Dio has been nice.
Thank you for your participation.
But he has a daughter.
Even if he actually did have a daughter, who cares? Dio doesn't deserve it.
Have
He doesn't deserve compassion from anybody.
Escape.
I don't think he could, given he's a clone and their whole thing is clones. But
Your stay.
Oh my god. It's the Clone Wars all over again. Oh wait. Making Star Wars references falls flat on your face. Yeah, sorry. Game over. No. Well, that was kind of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed our Let's Play of Virtue's Last Reward.
that's it. That's the whole game.
Yeah. There's literally nothing else to do now.
You can go unlock that other one you started.
Yeah, you referring to this?
No.
Well, oh, no! No! Why? How could this happen to me? Oh my god. I forgot how, like, wide Sigma can spread his legs. The dude's just like, take me! Take me! I'm gonna do this.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. That was a really weird sound effect. I was trying to like emulate something from a certain Gate of Steiner, but you know.
You need to hear this.
But instead what came up was dying whale.
What did it say?
Her results are identical to Quark's. She has also been infected
She's a
with Radical
boy.
6.
Oh.
Damn.
On our way back, Fi had gone on to retrieve the rest of the participants. Oh, Skippy. Excelivir. Instagram.
I want an Instagram spin-off that's just immunoglobulin, and you just post pictures of blood.
Some people have antibodies that can fight off Radical 6.
It's just all the scientists over there.
Scientist Instagram immunoglobulin.
Instagram replicator?
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
So it's like a copy machine.
Probably copies IG, whatever that is.
Any
Who
ideas?
knows? Ice cream by the gallon?
Yeah! Eureka! I've got it! The Instagram replicator in the laboratory. It's an immunoglobulin replication machine!
What?
Achievement unlocked. If I told you you had a nice antibody. Oh. Oh my, Sigma. Sigma is smooth with the
good
ladies.
joke. I love it.
It can copy immunoglobulin antibodies. Luna just said Excelivir is made from antibodies. That means we can make more Excelivir. More.
Wait a moment. There is a strange device in the laboratory that says IG replicator on it. Clover and I examined it thoroughly when we were in that room.
Yeah. We never could figure out what it did, though.
Exactly. My question is, how do you know about it, Sigma?
I saw it when I was in the laboratory.
When was that?
Probably when you were looking for Alice, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. No,
Dio gave you the out, and you said
Dio
no.
was wrong. Sigma is just a pervert, like extremely. What are you talking about, Kokichi? Sigma's just me. Anyways, I'm not a pervert. Wait.
No, not at all.
I hadn't gone to the laboratory when I was looking for Alice. I didn't think I'd ever been to the laboratory. So how did I know about the IG replicator? Also, why is my blood
What you say is
white?
true, then we should be able to duplicate the Excelivir. That would mean we could cure Alice and Quark.
Let's go have a look then. The laboratory, right?
Yeah. No time to waste.
We all nodded. Mate. Also, before I continue, Cerby, are you eating something?
No. Good. I would never.
Okay, I just want to let you know, in case you didn't know, that we can hear everything this entire time.
No.
Wait, we can't leave them here all alone. Luna, do you think you could stay behind and look after
Oh,
them?
of course. I'd be happy to.
Alrighty then, let's go. You know, every single week I think about Zero Escape and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get back to the map section. I really want to know where I am exactly on the map in the world and how fast I'm walking to one place to another.
It's my favorite part, honestly.
Really, the peak
There's
of the streak?
one. There's one scene in Kingdom Hearts 2 that's the equivalent of the map.
Oh no.
It's just one scene though, but it's beautiful. It shows you
when we-
exactly his path that he walks. Do you
If we
need to see
do-
how he walks where he does? No, but do they show you every moment of it? Yes.
It's gonna be glorious once we get there. We're gonna make so many Zero Escape references and nobody's gonna understand.
Yes,
So
yes.
this is a lab, huh?
Yes.
Where's this IG replicator thing?
Right here. See?
So this can copy the Excelivir?
I think so.
What are we waiting for?
Why didn't we bring the doc? Well, the nurse, technically. Eh. Calm down, alright? Don't rush me. I carefully lowered the small vial of Excelivir into the slot on the side of the machine. Oh, it was tiny. And an empty vial already protruded from the other side. Presumably, that was where the duplicated Excelivir would go. Ready? When I push this button, it should...
Skip it. Just press the damn thing.
Alright. And pressed! Whoa, whoa. There's a lot of sucking. Did it
Have a
work?
look. The empty vial has something in it now.
And the vial Sigma used remains as it was. It does not seem to have lost any of its contents.
Do we know what the illness does to the people? It makes them go crazy. They perceive time to be slower than normal. And they also have a sudden urge to commit the nay-nay. I believe that's what we learned about it from a different timeline.
So, it worked?
Would have been pretty bad if it hadn't.
Alright, let's get this thing back to the infirmary. I reached down and pulled both vials from the machine, intending to slip them deftly into my pocket, until Dio swiped them away again.
God damn it, Dio!
Aw, shit.
What happened?
Sorry. My hand
You
slipped.
dropped one of them?
Yeah. Just one,
What the
though.
hell? What if you'd broken it, you idiot?
Come on, man. And did you question why you left the nurse behind? Well, my point is, like, would she have been a better person to copy the medicine over? In case we needed some sort of, like, medical knowledge in order to do this. Apparently we didn't. So, yeah, that was a good decision to leave her behind. If it broken, then we could have just made another copy. Before Tenmyoji could reply, Fi spoke.
Guys?
I was surprised to hear her voice coming from near my feet. I looked down to see her staring intently at something beneath the table.
You see? It did break!
No, the vial's fine. See?
She held it up in one hand but didn't move her eyes.
Then what the heck is going on down there?
Take a look.
She slid back from the table
She's
quickly
looking
and
up Dio's
silently.
skirt.
Dio's skirt? The rest of us bent down to look. A bomb?
Whoa. Really? That makes two then.
Guess Kay was right after all.
So there were more bombs.
So it would seem.
Was this here when you guys came through the first time?
No, it was not.
Yeah, I didn't see anything, and I looked real hard.
Then somebody must have said it while we were looking for Alice.
Clover looked real hard.
Who the hell would do that?
So unreliable. We were all out looking for Alice. It could have been any of us.
No, not any of
But
us.
she looked real
I was
hard,
back in the
too.
infirmary. Quark was still out, so I was keeping an eye on him.
So we shouldn't consider you a suspect. Is that right?
Yeah, Quark's off the list too.
But Tenmyoji, you have no proof that you spent the entire time in the infirmary, do you?
What?
You could have quietly made your way to the laboratory, planted the bomb.
That's insane! Listen to yourself. There's no way in hell I'd have left Quark all by himself to go plant a goddamn bomb!
Tenmyoji was still staring furiously at Kay when Clover spoke up.
Hey,
They're gonna
what's
blame
this
me. I turned in time to see her grab something from under the table.
It looks like a memory card.
Where was it?
Right under the bomb. It was down on the floor under the table.
Could it have been put here by the same person who set the bomb? There was nothing like it here when we examined this room.
Do you think they dropped it
Unless it was left
accidentally?
here intentionally, yes. I imagine so.
What do you think's on it?
Let's take a look. Could I see it from for a minute?
Yeah, I guess so.
I plucked the card out of her hand and looked around the room. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Shoot! No dice. We'll need to plug it into something that can read memory cards. But I don't see
So
anything
what do we do?
here. Come on, if I knew I'd be doing it.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is
Guys,
automatically?
I
Yeah,
think maybe
lie.
we...
Yeah, you're right. We've got what we came here for.
What should we do about the, bomb?
See no evil, hear no evil. If we don't know that it's there, it
Not
won't
much we
hurt
can
us.
do except leave it here. Alice said it'd be
You
dangerous
do
to
know
touch
it's
them.
there.
True, but
Just erase it from my memory, easy.
Drop it.
No, you're right.
We can talk about the bombs later. Right now,
Drop
we need
the
to take
bomb.
care
That
of
seems
Alice
like a
and
bad
Quark.
idea.
Maybe the bomb will break, so it won't blow up. So we'll go back to the
You just
infirmary.
gotta bang it around a little bit like an old TV.
Give them the Xero, then head to the floor A warehouse.
I gave myself a brain freeze with my slushy.
Aha!
do it.
Get ducked.
It might take a
They're
little
gonna make
while,
fun of me
but
again
they
because
should
it's in the
recover.
corner of my eye again.
Her voice was quiet as she backed away from Alice and Quark. Her hand was the injection gun. Her hand was the injection gun in her hand. She carefully removed the empty vial and placed it gently in the cabinet with the other one. While we were in the lab, Luna had moved Quark to a crude cot. They both looked peaceful as they slept. The madness I'd seen on their faces before was completely gone.
Are they really going to be all right?
Yes. The analysis I did on the files confirmed that the duplicate was real Excelivir. The original was genuine too, of course. Now that they've been treated...
It's only a matter of time before the virus is eliminated.
I believe so, yes. Oh man, what a relief. I was really worried.
Clover grinned. Why did we... Huh? Why did we need to... Anyways, agreed. I was wondering that too, Kokichi. Like, maybe we should have made more copies? I don't know. Like, the logistics of that, but... Whatever. I give her a reassuring pat on the back.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
All right, everybody. We can be relieved later. Right now, we need to get to the AB rooms and fast.
We're gonna relieve ourselves later?
Don't even have time to catch our breath.
No time to go pee. Come on, let's go. The 4A warehouse is waiting.
You know, Dio will just pee in the corner of his pod. Or Ambidex or whatever it is.
Is
And then he'll blame it on Quark.
Oh my god, of course he would. Huh? Where's Tenmyoji?
Oh, he stayed back in the infirmary.
What?
Well, when we were all heading out, I noticed he wasn't doing anything. So I asked him if he was coming with us. And this is what I got.
I'm still worried about Quark and Alice. I think I'll stick around and make sure they're okay.
Quark and Alice? Why do you worry about Alice?
I see.
He's taking care of the sick people. It's Quark and Alice happens to be there.
That's extremely sus.
That means that Phi's only opponent will be Dio.
Wah wah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Dio.
Nothing to worry about. I plan to choose Ally.
Yeah.
You know why?
Because I've only got one BP.
Exactly. If you chose Ally and I betrayed you, your BP would drop below 0 and... Well, we know what happens then.
Y'all know what happens when you go below me.
I want to win, but I'm not that desperate. You see what I'm saying, right?
Tenmyoji and
You're saying
Dio
if
are
people
a
go
pair.
below you, they die? That sounds, unfortunate.
Unfortunate for them. That's
Tenmyoji
for
only
sure.
had one BP left. Since Dio said he's going to pick Ally, Phi can't really pick anything else. If she
That means you
does,
have to be a bottom or you're a
Tenmyoji
murderer.
will-
What? No, I'm just the threshold. You're either me or you're dead.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All becomes 0.
Kay
Always
and I are
has
gonna be
been.
going one-on-one too, right? Since Quark's still sleeping.
That is correct.
How many BP do you guys have?
I've got 6.
I don't remember in this timeline, Kokichi. I think we'll see it in a bit here.
As do I.
This will be a tough one then.
If one of them can get the other to ally and then betray that person, the betrayer will have 9 points.
Let's both betray each other then.
Look, Kay, I know you don't really have any reason to trust me, but
I know. You would like us both to vote Ally, yes?
yeah.
I agree. If we were to both betray...
She goes, no,
then we
I'd
would
actually
gain
like
no
you to vote
points.
Alice. Betray you, but
We would lose nothing either, but that's hardly relevant.
Huh.
It seems like one way goes really well, and one goes better.
If both of us cooperate, then we will both gain 2 points, which is much more beneficial.
Right. Okay, good. You're really gonna do it, right?
Yes,
Promise?
promise.
Don't trust her. Okay.
1 minute remains until Ambidex
It
game
just
polling
came from the timeline
closes.
where she dips and leaves with 9 BP.
Shit, this is
I
bad.
know, right? Well, she had 11
We
in
need to
that
move
timeline.
now.
No, you really
Shall we?
overachiever.
Okay, fine. Clover all took off immediately, heading into different AB rooms. Counting from the left, Dio went to room 3, KO into room 4, Fine Clover went to rooms 5 and 6, respectively. That left Luna and myself. What do you think about taking the one on the far left?
Sounds good.
With that settled, we headed into AB room number 1.
Wow. Who are you playing against in this one?
30 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Your guess is as good as mine.
It's probably a little late to say this, but
Probably Alice?
you know Alice is still in the infirmary.
Yeah.
So,
You're saying we should pick Ally, right? Since Alice is gonna default to that anyway. I know. It's not really fair to betray somebody who isn't voting. Luna's face broke into a warm, happy smile. Not to be sappy, but it was like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. Not to be sappy, but let me be sappy. I grinned back at her before I knew what I was doing. For a minute, the notary game didn't seem so scary.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
Why do I feel the game is gonna do a jerk move? Imagine if Alice just wakes up, runs into the AV room, and hits Betray
Thank you
just in time.
for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Luna and I stepped out of the AV room. Right, let's go have a look at the results.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Right? Okay, yep. Yeah, I expected. Oh my god! She did! Bitch! I'm literally dead!
You're the one
you.
on this board who allied.
Or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see
you're
your
dead.
updated bracelet points.
Oh, wow. It's rewind time, everybody. Well, shit.
Sigma's like, what?
It wasn't possible. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, and looked again. No,
He's
that's
trying to be a nice boy. No, he's dead.
not possible. How can Alice's vote be betray? It was a question I would never know the answer to. What? What? They have to give an explanation. What, did Alice wake up and then run into her room and then hit betray, or what? I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic soparil. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on!
Sigma balls fly.
Oh no! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Sigma!
No. Why?
My eyelids felt like they were made of lead, but I forced them open. Everything was growing blurry, but I noticed that the door of the second AB room was open. No one had gone into that room. I'd watched them all. And yet there she stood, an apparition that couldn't possibly be real. Wait a minute, did I actually... Yeah, Tenmyoji. Oh my god.
She booked her ass out there to kill you.
Why? Why do the mills gotta be this way to me, man? I just wanna love them. Hey. The world was gradually going black, and my mouth refused to form words, but my head echoed with questions. How? Why? What was she doing there? Had she run in at the last moment after Luna and I entered our room? Oh my god. But even if she had, why choose betray? Then the darkness closed over my mind as well, and my questions were gone forever. Well, at least I escaped the facility.
Yeah. Look at these two Chads staring at you at your menu.
The game just wants to screw with me, Kokichi. If I hit betray this time, man, she's gonna ally, right?
30 seconds remain until and...
Ooh, Luna and I stepped out of the AV room.
Why? What happened to... It's not fair to betray someone who isn't voting.
Luna, what if I told you they are voting, and I just saved our lives?
I thought...
My life. Luna was fine.
There was nothing I could think of to say. Even I didn't really understand why I picked betray instead. It had almost felt unconscious, like some other part of my mind was making the decision. It was the left brain instead of the right.
To drink.
Perhaps I'd been possessed by some sort of evil spirit that had moved my finger to the betray button against my will. I am that evil spirit, Sigma. Right, well, we should go see the results.
We already know what they are. It's just simple math.
The look in her eyes was more painful than any punch I had ever taken. I turned away and almost ran toward the projector. Anything to get away from those eyes.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
It's the darkest timeline.
Everybody
No
betrayed
points.
everybody.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
No,
And now she
they
uses this to
haven't.
justify her
Please
actions.
check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What? It wasn't possible. I blinked to rub my eyes and looked again. No. How could Alice's vote be betray? That's not possible. Alice. She was standing inside the second room from the left. The room that should have been empty. Why? My mind was still reeling. Where'd she come from? Where'd she go? As I was trying to form a sentence, she began to move toward us. From around me, I heard a chorus of muted gasps. It seemed we were united in our surprise and confusion. I think we're gonna find out in a second here, Kokichi. Alice drew to a stop in front of me and glanced up at the display.
Thought you'd get an easy couple points, huh? Not so easy when you have to look your victim in the eye, is it? Coward.
What? You're calling me a coward? You literally tried to assassinate me! What is wrong with you? Me? A coward? You've got some balls saying that to me after you picked Betray. Why are you even here?
You gave me the antivirus, didn't you?
And to thank me, you tried to kill me?
Tenmyoji told me. Thank you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, honestly.
No, you don't.
But you should still be under the effects of the anesthetic.
Yes, well, I still am. A bit.
Ah, that's probably why.
I have a throbbing headache, and I can barely stand. It's horrible. I'm more resistant to anesthetics than most people. A result of my training. I have a feeling Xero seen me that. They gave me way more than the standard dose of that gas when they kidnapped me. In any event, a few minutes ago I woke up in the infirmary. Tenmyoji explained what was going on, and I got here as fast as I could.
So you showed up right after we got into the AD room?
Yes, right in the nick of time, too. About 10 seconds before the deadline, as I recall.
You did that just so you could betray us?
Right. What? Don't I get to do that? I mean, it turned out to be the right thing to do, didn't it? You two chose Betray. If I'd stayed back there, I'd have lost 2 points.
So you're saying it was self-defense?
Yes.
No. You're full of shit. Yeah, exactly. Call it out, Sigma. Self-defense my ass. You chose Betray because you wanted out. You had 6 BP. If I'd picked Ally, you would have had 9. That's what you were trying to do,
So what if
right?
I was?
Are you serious? You would have killed me. Look, I only have 1 BP. You were this close to murdering me. Just admit it. You were planning to kill me so you could escape.
Don't be stupid. I knew you'd choose Betray. There was...
Tell the
That is
truth.
the truth. Why am I the only one getting the 3rd degree here? Look at those results. 2 other people just tried to kill someone.
Because you're the only one who booked your ass out here to betray me.
Right? Why? All of her excuses fall flat when we originally would have allied anyway if she was still in the hospital. Fi and
Yes.
Dio, that just makes sense.
If Dio had chosen
Obviously.
Ally, Fi would have killed Tenmyoji. And if she'd chosen Ally, Dio would have killed her.
Well, Fi has to pick Betray because Dio always picks Betray.
I don't want to be rude, but it looks like Clover and Kay tried to trick one another.
Well, that's Clover. And Kay was smart enough to know that Clover was
Now
trying
that
to
seems to
finesse him.
work.
Yeah, like that one was like so
That was very
familiar.
obvious. Yeah.
Okay, you know, you're gonna choose Ally, right? Yeah, so we'll both
Right?
choose Ally,
You
right?
promise, right?
Of course, yeah.
I turned to look at the results again. Before, I'd only been looking at my own. I hadn't realized that there was only one word all across the roster. Betray. There was also BP select change and results, but yeah. Whatever trust we managed to build had fallen apart. Everyone was sus of everyone else. Had it been the bombs? Or had it been something else? Whatever the reason, if it kept up, we'd never manage to escape. We'd be trapped in a cycle of 0-point rounds for the rest of our lives. Something had to be done. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. Alright guys, pay attention. You probably already all figured this out, but we can't keep going like this. If you don't start being a little more trusting, we're never gonna get out of here. We need to work together. We might as well have been talking to a wall.
My apologies, Sigma, but I need to think on something for a bit. I would appreciate being left alone.
Yeah, it was like, damn, she really was lying to me.
I'll be leaving too. Things are getting a little too intense here for my delicate constitution.
Oh yeah.
I hate you so much.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
Well, in that case...
At 2? 5?
Yeah, sorry.
Without another word, she turned and left the warehouse. Dio and Kay quickly followed suit.
See? There's your answer. In the end, everyone's just thinking about themselves.
Can I not dropkick Alice?
I would appreciate it if you could not treat me like I'm the only villain here.
Can I not dropkick everybody?
Hold on! I'm coming! Are you feeling okay? I was really worried, you know?
I watched them walk away, Clover practically jumping with delight to have Alice back. Before long, they reached the yellow door and disappeared beyond it. Like, what training are they talking about? Their caveman training?
Yes. How did you know?
Both of them are from ancient times, apparently. Or, well, Clover wants to be from ancient times. So she's like, ancient Egypt? Nah, I'll go for a different theme. Caveman.
Everyone's gone.
She can't steal Alice's brand, you know.
You aren't going to leave too? You sure? I chose betray.
I know, but I still believe in you, Sigma. I think your hand must have just slipped or something.
Luna, if I didn't choose betray, I'd be dead now.
Right?
My chest hurt, and when I blinked, I felt something hot and wet prick the corners of my eyes. Luna, I bit my lip. Before I could think of anything to say, the Metallica rumble of the doors closing echoed through the warehouse.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
That's gonna be a while. As many times as you want,
as long as we have the star keys. That means we can keep playing the AB game over and over too.
We'll keep betraying each other.
Sigma, could you show me your bracelet? Do you
Why?
remember what Xero Jr. said?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up.
What did Xero say? Ah!
Yeah, I remember. Oh, let's see here. I'm a Scion pair. What about you?
I'm a magenta pair.
I wonder what the others are.
Anything, I suppose. We won't know until we have a look.
We've got about an hour and 20 minutes. 80 minutes until the next set of chromatic doors open. So, what should we do now?
Everyone else has gone off on their own.
Yeah, physically and emotionally. I really don't like how this is going. It won't matter how many times we repeat the AB game if nobody trusts anybody else. We'll never be able to get out of here.
Maybe it would help if we all had a common goal. Something to unite our hearts and minds.
Like escaping. Wait.
Yeah, but we already got something like that. We all want to get out of here. That seems like a pretty clear goal to me, but everybody chose betray, including me.
Well, what if we have an enemy?
You mean like Zero Senior and Zero Junior? Yeah, Luna, this isn't working.
Yes, a common foe person who set the bombs.
William
for
Dafoe.
instance.
Wait. After coming back from the lab, I told her about the bomb while she gave Alice and Quark the Excelsior. Ha! Yeah, that might work. We can figure out which one of us planted those bombs, and everyone else would work together against them. But how do we figure out who it is?
Do you have any clues?
Clues, Oh, that's right! The memory card! I pulled it out of my pocket and held it out toward her.
What's this?
It's a thingamajig. It was under the bomb we found in the lab. I think whoever set the bomb dropped it. Yeah, I don't know what's on it though, but like, couldn't find any kind of memory card reader.
I guess we can't really use it then.
Yeah, it's useless. I should just smash it up right now.
Wait a second. You know what? I think I might have seen something. Yes, I
really?
remember. The infirmary. I saw it when I was searching the infirmary with Theo and Quark.
There's literally a memory card reader in the infirmary on the big
There was a
screen.
memory card just like that one.
Then
Yes, I think we can see what's on it. The computer there should be able to read it.
Luna and I exploded into the infirmary. Wait, does that mean we were the ones who put down the bomb?
Explode.
Nearly running into Alice, Clover, and 10. Quark was there as well, of course. He was just as we'd left him, asleep on the bed.
What are you doing here?
Quark didn't wake up and try and kill us.
Bruh, imagine. Wait, wasn't Quark with Dio?
Yeah.
Eh. I bet you Quark would have hit Betray too. I opened my mouth to retort, then thought better of it. If I really wanted people to start trusting each other, well, real change starts at home. Time to go home, go bed. Quickly as I could, I explained the second bomb and the memory card, and how we'd come to the infirmary in hopes that we could discover the contents of the latter.
Okay.
Then stick it in already.
That's what she said.
That is what she said.
Oh my god, Clover. Just as Luna had said, there was a small slot under the screen, exactly the right size to fit a memory card. Within moments, the screen was filled with what appeared to be random letters. What is this? Is it a crossword puzzle?
Yes.
6 rows, 22 letters each.
It looks like the odd rows use one set of letters, and the even rows use another set. In other words, the first 2 rows just repeat. Yeah.
Is this some kind of code or
It doesn't
something?
look random to me. I think there might be a pattern. I just don't know what it is.
Was there anything else on there?
Yeah, the first 2 rows repeat.
No, it doesn't look like it.
So all we got is this gibberish. Hey Alice, you haven't said anything for a while. What's
Does
up?
any of this look familiar to you, Clover?
What do you mean?
Have you seen something like this before? Maybe during your training?
Training.
This is...
Caveman
So you do
training.
recognize it.
All right, knock it off, you two. How about you share it with the rest of the class?
When will you share your information, Tenmyoji? When? In what timeline? Alice sighed and stretched her neck from side to
I
side.
believe this is an encoded message from a terrorist organization.
What?
They call themselves the Myrmidons.
Myrmidons.
Myrmidons. Why do I just... For some reason I felt like I heard that name before.
What are the Myrmidons?
Put simply, they're a bunch of thugs who are trying to destroy or dismantle most of human civilization.
So this thing we're looking at, you think it's theirs?
Well, they have a number of different codes, but I do think this is one of them.
Then the bomb? It was set by one of the Myrmidons, wasn't it?
Isn't that just Dio?
Yes. Well, I can't say for sure, of course, but it seems likely.
Why is Dio like the root problem of everything?
Maybe it's Dio.
I mean, Dio's probably like the villain more so than even like Zero Jr. or Zero Senior at this point. Damn, I have got a ton of questions for you. Well, let me start with this one. What the heck does that thing say?
I don't know. How
What?
am I supposed to decode it? I don't have the key. Without a key, it would take literally hundreds of years to decode.
What about you, Clover?
I think that's an exaggeration.
What exactly is the process behind decoding this repeating letters? What?
Well, if Alice doesn't know how, I sure don't.
I'm more stupid than Alice. Not much we can do then. We can come back to that code stuff later. I've got another question. Who the hell are you guys? Why do you know about this code?
That's...
You told me your job was to eliminate enemies of the state, or something like that. The fact that they've let slip this much information just makes them so incredibly bad as undercover agents.
The fact that they're not subtle in the slightest. Like, remember your training? Does this remind you of your training? We can't talk about our jobs.
At least come up with like a fake background and have like code.
These guys
something.
are like Daybreak level.
Daybreak! I just see Alice just doing tactical rolls in the hallway. Just what the hell kind of job is that? Instead of training, they also should have replaced it with something else. Do you remember your peaches?
Oh yeah, my peaches.
I think it's time you told us what you do. At this point, you can't hide it anymore.
Yeah, you've already
Sorry,
lost
but
your
I can't.
cover a long time ago.
Because
Why
you
not?
might be one of them. You might be the person who set the bomb.
Yeah, it was me. That's idiotic. Of course I'm
Really?
not.
And where's your proof?
It was
For all I
Dio.
know, you're my enemy. I can't tell you anything.
I'm not your enemy. I'm your ally. You tried to kill me. I'm your friend. I just want all of us to get out of here. Just please tell us. Please? We need to find out who did this so we can all escape. Or else there will be zero escape. We have too little information. We need your help. Fine. Creak in my chair. If you won't tell us about yourself, then just tell us about the Myrmidons. What else do you know about them? They all look
I'm
like
sorry.
Dio. You're not.
Yes, strangely, all the Myrmidons look a lot like him.
I wonder why. Maybe we should suspect the one guy that looks like all the Myrmidon clones. I don't know. Before I could blink, she leapt and up and run out. Yeah, she did the thing.
Yep. Sure
Hey,
did.
wait, Alice! And took off after her.
How long are you going to keep following me?
Until you tell me what you
Then
know.
why don't you just ask Clover? You
Clover?
already know she works with me. Then
Well,
why don't
yeah.
you-
I wanted to hear it from you. Oh, wait a minute. Are we gonna get Alice's ending? On the same timeline where she tried to kill us?
I mean, that's
Why?
on brand.
That's a good question. Remember the crew quarters or this garden? We got paired up for 2 separate rounds. That means I spent more time with you than anybody else here. Well, in this timeline. Maybe that's it. guess I'm just curious about you.
What are you talking about?
Why are you assuming this pose?
Sigma goes, make out with me.
And I was like, okay. She spun around to hide it, but I caught a blush of red on her cheeks. We walked down... What? She literally tried to kill me! What are we doing? Oh my god. Well, okay. I might be into her, but if she tried to kill me, I would seriously reconsider it. I don't know. I feel like that's a deal
doesn't mean
breaker.
she's completely off the table, but you will reconsider.
I mean, Luna's so nice. We'll just go with her. And then the one time we finally get Luna's backstory, it's the time that Luna tries to kill us with a knife or something.
The one time Luna picks betrayed.
I stayed silent. Alice sat down on the bench. We gazed at the smooth surface of the pond for several long minutes before she began to speak.
You don't hate me?
I mean, you have nice boobs, so no.
I tried to kill you.
Well, finally you're admitting it. Me and the AB game.
I was so scared. Who wouldn't be? Kidnapped and locked up, forced to play some sort of bizarre game, and then we found that bomb. I know I probably sounded calm, but as soon as we found that thing, all I wanted to do was run away from it as fast as I could.
You know who isn't scared right now, Alice? Dio. He wants to be here. He wants to be a hero of humanity or something. He might be part of the Myrmidons, I don't know. You should probably check that out.
Things just went downhill from there. I
What do you mean?
Hearing that Quark had collapsed and running to the infirmary with everyone else. When I got there, I realized I couldn't understand what anyone was saying. And everything looked... I don't know how to describe it. It was like watching a video on fast forward, only it was real. Then I started to feel like... It's hard to explain. I guess you could say I didn't feel like I was myself, and it only got worse.
You got possessed by a radical Larry. It's fine. It happens to the best of us. That was probably the radical Larry thing.
I think so. I don't remember much after that. But when I woke up in the infirmary, suddenly all that fear was back. So all I could think about was getting out of this place as fast as I could.
What is this face?
I never even crossed my mind that it could kill you. God help me, even if it had, I don't think I would have cared. See? I'm horrible. You hate me, don't you?
I do, yes.
Just do it!
Make my dreams come true? I will.
Kill me! Get it over with!
Oh, damn.
Oh. What the hell, Alice? I'm not gonna kill you. I don't even hate you.
You're lying! I could have killed you. I would have killed you.
Calm down, you're making this weird. No one's killing anyone.
Yeah, don't make this weird, Alice.
Tear rolled down Alice's cheek. Then another, and another one, and another one, leaving shining lines across her face. When I reached out, I saw her tense just slightly. Slowly, I brushed my thumb across her side, taking her tears with it.
Why are you doing this? You know, you kind of remind me of my father.
Excuse me? Daddy?
Not friend zone, daddy zone.
Daddy zone. That's who you were after, right? The people who killed your dad?
Yes.
Did they have anything to do with the Myrmidons?
Will you promise not to tell Clover that I cried?
Oh, no, I'm gonna tell everybody. Come on.
I'll tell you what you want to know. About myself. And about the Myrmidons. Deal?
Sure. My lips are sealed.
Really?
What? Crying? I don't remember any crying. What does that? What does crying even mean?
Good. What's crying?
All right then.
I mean, I am a man after all, a Sigma male. I've never shed a tear in my entire life, so I wouldn't know. It's not in my dictionary. Alice took a deep breath and began. My father is Egyptian, but my mother is French. They met while my mother was in Egypt on vacation and married shortly thereafter. When I was 3, we all moved to the US. My father was a scientist and his field was cloning. Wow. He was recruited by an American lab, which was why we moved. Also, I have a feeling that a lot of these people are related to like scientists and people who work within this field. It's like Kay was also a scientist, father, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Gio's just straight up a clone. Both of my parents had used English around me from the time I was born, so I didn't have any problems adapting to life in the United States. Ooh, bad memories, man. I remember being called an alien. By my 9th birthday, we'd been there for 6 years. That was when it happened. In the middle of the day, my mother showed up at school. Her eyes were red and puffy, but she didn't say anything to me on the drive home. When we arrived, there were several policemen there to meet us. My father had always been a very punctual man, and when dinner time came and went with no sign of him, even I began to realize something terrible had happened. It wasn't until several years later that I finally learned the truth. My father's lab had been attacked by terrorists and he had been kidnapped. So what, you were just kind of living your life for several years wondering, where's Dad? Mom's just like, he went to go out and buy milk, sweetie. He'll be home any second now. 5 years later. He's still looking for the milk, sweetie. Don't worry. For the rest of my childhood, my mother raised me by herself. I didn't realize it then, but it must have been incredibly difficult for her. As a single mother alone in a country where any relatives were a transatlantic flight away. Oh. Are you me? No.
You don't get the MILF, Xero. You become the MILF.
I am the MILF. No wonder why. Bruh. She did her best not to let me see it, but every so often, when she thought she was alone, the mask would fall away and in every line of her face I could see exhaustion and loneliness. As much as I missed my father, it was those moments that made me wish more than anything that he'd never been taken. Businesswoman Alice. How do you live in society looking like this? I come from ancient Egypt. Literally. Fortunately, I was an excellent student and did especially well in math. I earned a full ride scholarship, straight out of high school and spent the next several years studying. Full ride scholarship. After graduation, I took a job with the Department of Defense, hoping that they might have the resources to help me look for my father. I was immediately assigned to the Special Office of Internal Security. Their purpose is to investigate, and sometimes deal with terrorist organizations and other serious threats to the state. You could tell my mother wasn't happy about my decision, but she chose to remain silent about it. Eventually, I learned that the terrorist organization that had taken my father was none other than the Myrmidons, although at the time that name didn't mean anything to me. Give me a second. Mr. Snuffles has come back to attack me.
No, not Mr. Snuffles.
Oh. Always in the morning, Mr. Snuffles. Why'd they choose a stupid name like Myrmidons? That just makes me think of a Yu-Gi-Oh archetype.
It does sound like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Arctic.
Because it is.
Is it?
Yeah. Like every single time like it's mentioned, I'm thinking of a specific card. Pretty sure it was a part of the Atlantic set. I have to go look it up, but yeah, pretty sure. Why? Well, why can't you think of anything more, I don't know, more menacing? If you wanted to go down that route? Or just something more memorable?
Xero giving villain name tips.
I have been in a lot of the games that we played. It's like, even in Replicate, I was like, the dude really needs a better PR team. Because that wasn't the image that he wanted to portray, and yet he chose that name. People gave him that name. That's so inaccurate. I don't know what to say. Anyways, they were suspected of human cloning. Specifically, it was thought that they had been using cloning techniques to copy their most useful members. He was not useful. I don't know why they copied him. And expand their ranks.
He's not the he is a copy, not the original.
He was a copy of the original dude who was leading the Myrmidons, right?
Yeah.
So that dude is just stupid then. What?
I mean, they did found an organization called the Myrmidons.
Ah, okay, it's all come together now. I bet
His
you.
name is Left.
His name is Left. He's a huge fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! And he made an organization based off of his favorite card.
I mean, the leader's brother.
All these names are so stupid. No wonder why they're called the Myrmidons. Okay. The Myrmidons apparently believed that they could use cloning to create a new race of humans. Now, at last, I knew the reason for my father's abduction. The Myrmidons are just the organization that the doctor from Dragon Stampede made. The commander of the Myrmidons is a man named Left. We know his name and his gender, but not his appearance or his age.
Dio.
So yeah, it's exactly like Dio. What up, T-boy? You're here for the fields trade, man.
We're making fun of the Myrmidons currently.
Well, I think we're supposed to be feeling something for Alice right now, but unfortunately, I only feel something deep down below for... Regardless, the Myrmidons are closely associated with a cult known as Free the Soul. Yay! They believe that Free the Soul provides their funding. They're trying to pin any kind of misdeeds on the cult's leader, a man named Brother. It's like trying to nail Jello to a wall. Brother is supposed to be fairly advanced in years, and rumors say he's so old he can't even get out of bed. Unfortunately, his mind seems to be as sharp as ever. An Australian kiss? I'm kind of scared as to what that's referring to, T-Boy. I've never heard it before. I can guess. Oh, yeah. It was what I was thinking of. Unfortunately, no, T-Boy. Oh, we're the legit Weebs channel. I fear that we are all very much virgins. We are all maidenless. Oh god. At that point I hit a wall. I knew the Myrmidons had been behind my father's kidnapping. That was all I could learn about them. Then one day I got a tip that some of them were hiding in a building in the Nevada desert. I headed out immediately. Damn, look at that ass. On the way there, my car had some engine trouble and stalled out. I was trying to decide what to do when an SUV appeared out of nowhere.
I like how no part of this describes why she's dressed like that.
Why is she dressed like that, and was she the same person who was frozen in ice? Because the way that she's describing it, she wasn't. Was that not the boat? It was. It's from 999. And this was the end of 999, or the true ending at least.
Yep.
I'll give you one guess who was behind the steering wheel. Clover. That was the first time we met. There were 4 other people in the car with her, and when I asked them what they were doing, I got what was just about the last answer I'd expected. They told me they'd been locked up inside of the very building I'd been on my way to investigate, and that they were currently in pursuit of the people who had kidnapped them in the first place. My priorities shifted very quickly. After a short discussion, I convinced them to allow me to come along. My hope was to find the people they were chasing, who I was certain were Myrmidons. In the end, however, we were unable to track them down. In fact, I still don't know where they might have gone. Eventually, I took Clover and her companions to SOIS headquarters. SOIS. We decided that involving the police would only complicate things. 4-7, man. After some questioning, it was determined that the people who had instigated this particular event were not connected to the Myrmidons. We did, however, discover... I just read T-Boy's comment. Unfortunately, yes. If you wish to keep the Weebs alive, then check out the Patreon link in the description down below. Our lowest is $1 a month, and to be honest with you, $1 is more than 1,000 views on YouTube nowadays. So please, anybody? Anyways. Like, I mean, have you seen the analytics? Jesus Christ, people get millions of views, get like what? $700 after getting 2 million views? What a... How is anybody supposed to make a living off this platform? Anyways, rant over. We did, however, discover...
TikToks, you're ruining the internet.
We did, however, discover that the mysterious disappearance and subsequent reappearance of several children 9 years prior was connected to Free the Soul. And for that, I thank you very much, T-Boy. Patreon exclusive stream later today. Well, depending on where you are in the world. There was also a 6th person in the SUV, although they weren't riding in it per se. They were tied up in the back. A middle-aged man, who I'll just call H for now, had been bound and placed in the trunk. Why H? Just call him Ace. According to the other 4. Yeah. Wait, people should play 999 before this, right?
Yeah.
According to the other 4, he had been behind the disappearance of the children 9 years earlier. We also learned that his pharmaceutical company, a major player on the world stage, was effectively controlled by Free the Soul. More specifically, I suppose H was a member of Free the Soul and very committed to their cause. What's going on? Because I lack context, my interest cannot be kept? No worries, T-Boy. There's quite a lot of downtime, I will admit, and a lot of just trying to figure things out, what's going on. So why had he kidnapped all those children? Apparently it had been part of an experiment designed to test the ability of certain people to access what's called the morphogenetic field. I don't imagine you've ever heard of it before, so I'll try and give you a quick rundown. Simply put, these people can access a sort of field that allows their consciousness to resonate with the consciousness of certain other people. To be honest, it might be simpler to just call it telepathy. The Sois had heard of this particular ability before and had actually used it in a number of investigations, so I wasn't surprised to learn of its existence. I was shocked, however, to learn that these experiments had been carried out by a member of Free the Soul. If that was the case, then Brother must have known about it. The thought of him discovering a way to control and harness that power was terrifying. Oh, thanks, Abdul. Thank you. It wasn't too long after the incident in Nevada that another tip about the Myrmidons crossed my desk. This time it claimed that the Myrmidons intended to launch a large-scale biological terrorist attack. Was it an evil? My bosses decided that we needed more agents to deal with a threat of that magnitude, and Clover was recruited. Why did you pick Clover of all people? There were so many better people to pick from the group that survived. Oh my god. Because she'd been a test subject in H's experiment, we knew she had the ability to access the morphogenetic field, and we wanted to put that ability to use. Oh, there's no need to apologize, T-Boy. Work is busy for everybody, and we don't exactly play games that you can just hop in and enjoy the stream for. We do play story-based, like,
Trust me, I fully understand work is a lot.
Yeah.
I am in the same boat, that's why I'm not in all the streams. I have no idea where they're at in Persona.
Whoa. Oh.
Batman's mad, I'm sorry.
Batman doesn't know where we're in Persona as well. After several months of training, she was sent on her first mission. She would be tasked with the infiltration and investigation of a Myrmidon cloning lab. I was assigned to be her commanding officer. I hoped that our investigation might also give me a lead on my father's whereabouts. At last, I had a chance to find out what had happened to him. I wouldn't let that chance pass by me. Perhaps that was what kept me from noticing the truth. The whole operation was a trap. It's a trap! The lab was fake, and Clover was captured almost immediately. At least she dressed normally here. I got there as fast as I could, but when I arrived, the building was only an empty shell. All of the conspirators who had pretended to be researchers and the like had already fled. I searched frantically for Clover until at last, in a basement room, I found her.
Maybe she's dressed the way she is because they were grabbed while they were undercover at a rave.
Undercover at a rave? What kind of rave? What? It's the ancient civilization rave. And Clover didn't really understand what that was, so she dressed up as a caveman.
I've never been to a rave, but a lot of my friends at work go to raves and stuff, and I've seen the things that they wear sometimes, and I think she'd fit right in.
All the less clothes girls in the series.
I don't even know.
Never gets explained why the girls are dressed like that. If you ask the author, Arthur would probably say, I like girls. Yeah. Whenever they never get explained, I'm gonna assume that that's the default answer because of Yoko Taro.
It's a safe answer, I think.
Yeah. Either that or just more sales from sexual appeal. Maybe.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's a valid marketing strategy, that's for sure. And I'm not gonna hate on it. I'm sitting here enjoying it.
You're like, that's me. I'm the market audience.
Yeah. I am completely fine with this. She had been tied to a chair, but on the floor next to her was another body. It was my father. He looked as if he'd just been dumped there. And when it got to him, his body was already cold. He was covered in dark, ugly bruises. It wasn't until later that I learned he had died from ruptured organs and internal bleeding. They had beaten him to death. As soon as Clover had been captured, a Myrmidon in a mask had come to visit her. He'd said that unless she wanted to end up like my father, she would leave them alone until her masters had the choice to do likewise. In retrospect, they must have known who I was, and who my father was. That was why they killed him. Perhaps they thought they were sending a message to me, or that once he was gone, I'd lose my reason for chasing them. They were very, very wrong. I took Clover with me and left. I tried to console myself with the fact that I had, at least, been able to save her. Sometime later, I received a call from the coroner. He told me there was something I needed to see. There in the morgue was my father, cold and pale, on a steel table. I could barely stand to look at him, but the coroner insisted. On his arm were 2 rows of numbers, comprised of 8s and 9s. It took me a moment to recognize my father's handwriting. He had carved them into his own skin. On his chest was another message, but they were letters this time, not numbers. Not many, just enough to make a short sentence. I love you, Alice. I broke down crying right there in the morgue. They were the first tears I'd shed since the operation had started, and there was no stopping them. There would be no forgiveness. I'm pretty sure you said that line a few minutes ago, T-Boy. Perhaps deja vu. I wish you were my pinky toe. Oh wait, I already know this. Yeah. I already know what you're about to say here, T-Boy. Don't do it. Not for the monsters who'd put my father through this. They destroyed my family. I would make them pay, even if I had to die to do it. That night I made a promise to myself. I would avenge my father. It didn't take long to figure out that the numbers he'd written were latitude and longitude. They pointed to a chemical factory that had been disguised as an abandoned building. Further investigation revealed...
How do you disguise a chemical factory as an abandoned building? I feel like a chemical factory would have too many signs of being not abandoned.
Well, it's an abandoned building on the top, but underneath it is a chemical factory. Maybe?
Where does the exhaust go? You need vents. Things come out of there.
Don't. The exhaust does not escape, Cerby. There is zero escape for anything in this world.
You just sit there and stew in it.
To answer your question, yes, I see everything in chat. I don't always have something witty to say about everything in chat, unfortunately. I am not that charismatic. I am sorry.
I do, I just choose not to say it, you know.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you totally do. Especially when you're looking down and eating something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not eating now.
You're done eating now. My bad. Further investigation revealed that it was the mother lode we'd been looking for, the headquarters of the Myrmidons. I think my father must have known how things would turn out. Knowing he was going to die, he'd written the directions to our enemy's fortress on his own body. He'd sacrificed too much for me to waste this opportunity with recklessness. This time, our operation would succeed. This time, I wouldn't let my excitement put Clover or any of my other agents in danger. If you're asking what I am, T-Boy, I am a mad scientist that created Cerby. And Kiwi. And Oblivion and Kane, too. I have no friends, so I needed to create them. Yeah. So we took our time. We gathered information. We did our research and we planned. Finally, we were ready. December 25th, 2028 was going to be the day we finally set foot inside the Myrmidon stronghold. Merry Christmas, bitches! But then, on the 22nd, only 3 days before the operation was scheduled to begin, a man in a gas mask appeared. It was me, Xero. How do you schedule a checkup? I'm not that kind of doctor, T-boy. I'm a mad scientist. I don't do physical checkups. Unless if you want me to mutilate you in some horrible way. So you inhaled that gas.
I didn't. I'm proud.
Maybe if I was talking to Alice. So you inhaled that gas, passed out, and woke up here in the AB room?
Well, there it is. Everything that's happened with the Myrmidons and me. I left a few of the details out, of course, but you get the idea.
Like how you got into this outfit? Yeah. Thanks.
Why you were dressed like an Egyptian pharaoh person?
She literally was in this dress 3 days before she was going to go raid the Myrmidon base. Was she not training? Was she not preparing? Was she chilling at a rave?
Yeah. De-stressing rave.
We should go.
You know how it is.
De-stressing rave. The source operated in mysterious ways. Madada, your story explained a lot, but there's still one big question. Why are you in this outfit?
Which is?
Who here is a Myrmidon? It's very easy to guess. I will say that. You don't name yourself Dio for no reason. Is it a hands-on experience? All experiences are always hand-on, because that's the best way to learn, T-boy. To learn about yourself and learn about others. One of us planted the bombs. And based off the code we found, it's pretty clear that person is a Myrmidon.
Yes.
Right? And I agree that we need to figure out who
What
they
do you
are.
propose we do?
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you about. Do you have any clues?
Well, if I could decrypt that code, it might tell us something, but...
Holy bananas. How can we do
told
that?
you. We need a key. Without that, it's pointless.
Wait, does that mean that we haven't even gotten our character ending yet? It's a key.
That would assume you haven't gotten the key yet.
A key is a
It
key.
allows you to sort of unlock a code. The Myrmidons usually use this huge string of numbers as a key.
Oh, I mean, we do have one for a bomb. I don't remember which bomb it was, though. Wait. A long string of numbers? Could that be... Seven eight one five three six one zero nine eight eight 781536109942419905551.
What the hell?
Achievement unlocked. He was convicted of a string of numbers.
You got it during Dio's ending.
Yeah. I agree, T-boy. I do want to be hitting those side boobs. Jeez. Why does she show so much of it? Why does nobody question it? Why is she okay with it? I was almost as surprised as she was. The numbers had just kind of appeared in my mind, and I was saying them before I knew what I was doing. The fact that I know this just... Alright. What did she just think I'm the Myrmidon?
Well, why would
Alice...
you tell her if you were?
I mean, yeah, but like, how else would I know? What's if she knew of my time-traveling powers? I want to make references so bad, but I don't want to spoil because we haven't watched it yet. Alice looked at me incredulously, and I stared back.
Where did... Wait, can you say that again?
7815361098380942419905551.
198,990,351 to the third power.
Whatever you said. Yeah.
She erased your random string of numbers and put math.
That number you just told me. Prime factor decomposition on that number gets you 198,449,351 to the third power.
I knew that. You're talking about reducing an integer to a series of prime numbers that you multiply together to get it right. Yeah. Math! Like if you have 30, then you get 2 times 3 times 5,
Exactly.
right?
You probably learned that in junior high, right?
Yeah! Yeah, we learned all about it. So you're saying that 198449351 is a prime. And if you multiply it by itself 3 times, you get 7815361098838094241990551.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
That number
This is conversation.
show up like 11037.
Oh my god. 6th grade PTSD. I get you, G-boy. When I got out of school, I was like, I don't need this anymore. All the math formulas I've learned, I haven't used even once yet. Don't. Oh, well, I mean, you are working in a field that requires it. Unfortunate. Don't tell me you just did all that in your head.
Do all of that in my head. Simple mental arithmetic.
Simple. I guess she is the scholarship student. That's kind of funny because I was also the scholarship student. Real scholarship students are like this. They also don't dress like this. Anyways. What? No way. That's impossible.
I'm better at math than most people.
That's not better at
Look
math.
at you. You just recited a huge string of numbers. That seems pretty astounding too.
I think it's not because I'm good at math.
Where did you find that number anyway?
Sigma does have photographic memory. We've proven that.
Oh, you're right.
Man, why are you spooking yourself?
What? Is he barking and spooking himself?
He's sitting there barking and then he jumped and Philbus fell over.
Oh my god. Well, yeah. I mean, for cashiers, they probably don't need to do arithmetic in their head when they're computing how much they need to give change. But, you know, for Cerby's line of work, that's different. Imagine if she said there was a third key as a joke. And then we just randomly spout out another string of numbers and we talk about that super long string of numbers together. I didn't know what to say. What would I tell her? That it just came to me?
Can't tell me, huh? Fine. I'm pretty sure that's the key to the code, though. I know the Myrmidons use prime factors.
Why did you
for
just
their
accept
keys.
that?
And there aren't a lot of 25-digit numbers that turn out to be the third power of a prime number. I think there's a very good chance that number you memorized was specifically created by someone.
Yeah, that is a very good summary of exactly what happened, T-Boy. Yes. Could you explain that with small
look
words,
at the prime
please?
factors of your number. 198,449,351 to the third power. I think that's our hint for cracking the code. You still don't get it? Try to remember the code we saw in the infirmary. What did it say on the monitor?
I do not get this, Sigma. It's simple math.
I think the first row was CQUJHNMTEONERAXDFMIOVP.
And the second row?
XD?
BYOLWXYPXSBZEQGTKRTLED I think. Why do I remember all this? Sigma really do have that photographic memory, Jesus. And they just repeat.
Wow, you've got a pretty impressive memory. We could really use someone like you back at
The source? Well, keep going. How do we decode that? And also, why are you keeping it secret now after you told me
You
everything?
use 198,449,351 to point you to the right letters.
She's nice. Need I remind you, Abdul, that like 10 minutes earlier, wait, no, around 20 minutes earlier at this point, she almost killed us. She actually did kill us 30 minutes ago. How do we do that?
Well, the first number is 1, so take the first letter. The next number is 9, so go 9 letters over from the first one. Then 8 from that one. Just keep going until you get something. Make sense?
Oh yeah.
I ran over what she'd said in my head. The prime number Alice had given me was 198449351. So what would we get if we picked out letters like she'd explained? First letter would be C from the top left. Then you move 9 to the right, which would give you O. Then 8 more to the right, and it just spells out cup. Eventually we get a word.
It's just a prank, bro.
Look, Kokichi, I have Radical Larry. Time moves faster and slower for me than all you guys realize, so... It's not my fault. And that word was... It's not gonna do it for me! Decode the password using 198449351. You will have 6 chances to succeed. Fail and the game is over. Huh? Why do they have to add that in? How does that make this more fun? The code sheet won't be displayed when you input your answer, so it would be wise to solve it now. Remember, closing the window will take you to the input screen. Yes, I already took a picture. Okay. C. 9 to the right was O. 1, 2, O. Eight to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. M. Four to the right of that. L, O, B, D. B. 4 to the right of that. B, Y, O, L.
Bring your own lettuce.
9 to the right of that. W, X, Y, E, X, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, E. 3 to the right of that. Q, G, T. 1, 2, 3, T. O. 5 to the right of T. A, R, T, L, E. one to the right of that. Problem is, when I took the picture, I cut off the last row.
You fool.
I didn't know that it was going to not show me this. I thought I was gonna pick it from there. It wasn't gonna show me the number. LED. Oh god. Maybe if I rewind back in the stream. Give me a second.
Scanning resources of photographic memory.
This goes even further beyond photographic memory. This is literally videographic memory now.
You have to go even further beyond.
Okay, there we go, there we go. E. Oh. Okay, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Glad you figured it out. You got it.
I did it. That's it. That's the answer.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I did exactly what you told me to, and the word I got is completed. Well, I mean, the word, it's completed. Completed. The code and the letters repeat every 2 lines. It just repeats.
Well, I can't remember the code like you can, but if you're certain, I believe you.
Why do you just believe me like that? I'm definitely certain.
I wonder what completed is supposed to mean, though.
What? I mean, aside from the obvious, you mean? I'm guessing here it means mission complete? So that's what that transmitter was for.
Huh? What are you talking about? What transmitter?
I barely even heard her. Suddenly, my mind was full of memories that hadn't been there a moment before. For superhuman powers, T-Boy, I'd like... Actually, the thing that I want, I can't say on YouTube.
I am ambidextrous, so I don't know.
You might want the photographic memory, Cerby. I think that'll be great for you.
Any memory would be nice.
Yeah. Suddenly, my mind was full of memories that hadn't been there a moment before. It was like a wave had washed away the sand, revealing a bed of precious gems underneath. Memories! Memories from a different timeline.
Oh, Holy Father, Holy Brother, Holy Master, my sacred mission is at last complete. With these 2 hands, mankind is saved. I am your well-made flesh. In your name, I give thanks.
Porno Dioda. Damn it! Why hadn't I realized it before? I could remember a series of numbers, but not this? At least I remembered it now. Dio was a member of the Myrmidons, not just any member. He was their leader. That meant he had to be the one who'd planted the bombs.
Hey, are you listening to me?
Yeah.
Then answer my question. What the hell was that? What's this about a transmitter?
I didn't trust myself to try and explain it to her. More than likely, she'd just think I was insane. Even I could barely make sense of the sudden influx of new information.
Wait. Don't tell me you're one of the Myrmidons.
Are you streaming on Twitch by chance? No. We do not stream on Twitch. We do all of our content on YouTube.
Yup.
If I was, you really think I'd reveal myself like this? Out of nowhere, Clover appeared.
Oh, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. We're all down in the Floor B warehouse. Well, all of us but Luna and Quark.
Why?
We still got 45 minutes until the white doors open.
I know that.
Oh, okay. Hey, wait a minute. I thought you, UK, and Quark didn't know about the white doors.
Miochi told us about them. He said he'd show us where they were, so we all followed him down to the Floor B warehouse.
I'm assuming you left Quark with Luna?
Yeah. Anyway, when we showed up, Phi and Kay were already there. Well, all of a sudden, Phi, Tenmyoji, and Dio all started yelling at each other.
What?
Why? Did something happen?
I don't see the weird part yet.
What do you mean this? Can you elaborate more, T-Boy? This is probably past that moment quite a while ago. According to Clover, the last AB game had been the cause of their fight. Even though Tenmyoji only had one BP, Phi had chosen Betray. They started to fight, and since Dio had pressed Betray on behalf of his team, eventually he got dragged in it too.
That seems odd. Phi only had one BP too. Her choice seems like a perfectly valid defensive move.
Ugh! Just come with me! Kay's trying to calm them down, but there's only one of him.
What if there's two? Okay. Come on, Alice, let's go. My favorite part. It's also Batman's favorite part, that's why he's so excited.
Okay.
You said if you did Twitch, do you really think I'd show myself like this? Did I? I'm pretty sure I didn't. I think I said that we do all of our content creation on here. As referring to YouTube. I don't know what you're referring to. All four of them were still there when we arrived. They seemed to have calmed down a bit, but the tension in the air was almost visible. I felt like I'd stepped into a room full of flammable gas. Even the smallest spark could turn the whole place into a raging inferno. Even Kay, usually so calm and collected, was standing ramrod straight, with his hand balled into a fist at his side. I looked at Alice, pursed my lips, and then headed over to the angry knot of people, occupying most of the room. Clover told me what's going on. This whole thing is stupid. He needs to knock it off.
What about this is stupid? We're talking about my life, you self-righteous dick.
I know, but yelling at each other isn't going to solve your problem. The best thing for us to do right now is to trust each other and get through this. Wouldn't you agree?
Hard to trust someone who tried to kill me.
Same to you. I told you letting Dio vote was a stupid idea. What did you think he was gonna do? You might as well have pressed the button yourself.
I couldn't just leave Quark alone.
That's no excuse. And where do you get off telling me I shouldn't have picked Betray? Did you even think that through? What, I was supposed to pick Ally? If I'd done that, I'd be dead right now.
I could say the same thing to you. Damn good thing Dio didn't choose Ally.
Well, Dio was obviously gonna pick betray. What are you talking about?
It's enough from both of you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense, Abdul. In the context of the game, yeah.
Sigma's right. This isn't the time to be bickering with each other.
Oh, you don't get to talk. You tried to betray Clover and escape on your own.
Perhaps. But I think that's better than merely killing someone.
I mean, in Kay's defense, Clover was being super sus. It was very easy to know that she was about to betray him.
Well, I only did it so that she wouldn't kill Tenmyoji.
That's kind of just an excuse on your part. Enough already. I roared with fury, and my voice echoed and rebounded off the walls of the warehouse. Everyone fell silent. I didn't know how long that silence would last, so I decided to put it all on the table. There was only one way I was going to be able to take control of the situation. Guys, listen to me. We really don't have time for this. I was met with a number of glares, but I soldiered on. See? The thing is, I figured out who planted the bombs.
What? Is this what you were talking about earlier?
Sort of, yeah. I know which one of you it is.
Well, spit it out then.
Please, explain what's going on here.
I don't think I need to. They're going to admit their guilt in just a few minutes.
What?
You're all going to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. Or I guess I should say, Dio's mouth.
What are you on? You think I set those bombs?
Yes, I do.
Hey, if you're gonna accuse me, you better have some pretty damn good evidence, pal.
I'm not accusing you. I'm just stating a fact.
Where the hell did you get that fact?
Fun as it was, I knew taunting alone wouldn't be enough to make Dio confess. He just played dumb. He was good at it. I think he's just dumb. And I'd get nothing. That meant I was going to have to trick him. Well, you see, I'm actually from Free the Soul.
Soul? What's that? Some kind of hippie shoe company?
Don't play dumb, Dio. Or should I call you Left? Yeah. Go ahead, T-Boy. This man deserves no respect. Brother ordered me to come here, to keep an eye on you. It was quick, but for just a moment I saw his eyes twitch. I left on that moment of weakness like a hungry dog on a steak. Fine. Skepticism is understandable. Admirable, even. But perhaps this will convince you. I pressed forward, pulling out every fact I could remember. I told Dio about Brother's background and how his younger brother Left had been murdered. I mentioned casually that the Myrmidons were all clones of a single person. So, still not convinced? How about this? 78153610988380942419905551. Oh god. Do a little pride factor decomposition on that and you'll get 198449351. To the third power. If I'm not who I say I am, how on earth could I possibly know that?
No, that's not possible.
Finally. So, let's start over, shall we? Welcome back. I was sent here to watch your every move. It seems our wise and noble brother doesn't trust you. He suspects betrayal.
No, you're lying!
I assure you I'm not. But if you don't believe me, why don't you go outside and call him yourself with your transmitter?
No. No! You have to be lying! Brother trusts me! That's why he chose me for this mission! Why would he make me the leader of the Myrmidons if he...
Huh? Sorry, what did you say?
I said, why would he have made me the leader of the Myrmidons if...
What an idiot. He actually repeated himself. What the? I imagine just Sickle's face, but he's doing like Anya's smirk.
Yeah.
Who wants to be flirted? I think Dio wants to be flirted with right now. He seems like he's really in the mood, T-boy. I grinned.
Wait. The hell? You fucking kidding me?
Sorry, Dio. It is what it is, man. I've never even seen, brother.
What the hell was all that? How did you know all those things?
Don't know. Maybe I was divinely inspired.
Give me that shit!
What's going on?
What are these Myrmidons?
It's a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Dio and I stared at one another while Clover and Tenmyoji quickly explained to Phi and Kay about the memory card and the number 2 bomb and about the code we found that was from a terrorist organization called the Myrmidons.
So you mean to say someone from the Myrmidons planted the bombs?
Zero just made yourself a target? I suppose I always have
And
been.
Dio pretty much just admitted to doing it?
Accepting the life of mad scientist means that you'll always be a target in the eyes of society.
Yeah. Bastards. I'll never forgive you.
Tree. Okay, where are you going with that? I heard a low, furious muttering behind me and turned to see Alice, her lips pulled back into a snarl.
I am going to kill you!
That's fair.
Her voice rose to a scream as she charged towards Dio. He ducked out of the way smoothly and pulled something from his pocket. Wow, what a secret agent she is.
Whoa there. I like my women a little feisty, but you're taking it a little too far, sweetheart. Tone it down.
You have a daughter, Dio.
What?
You see this? You know what it is, don't you?
Oh my god. Is that the detonator?
Oh boy.
Exactly. And I assume you know what happens if I press this button?
You are the tall tree? The fact that I've heard this so many times kind of makes that fall flat. I'm sorry, T-boy. I am a very tall person, IRL. And this line, I can't with it anymore. I'm sorry.
Yes, I think I do. I'm guessing it'll set off both of the bombs.
Well, I wouldn't say both.
You mean there's still a number 1 bomb we haven't found?
Correct. And there's one more, too.
No. There are 4 bombs?
No.
Exactly. I've planted 4 bombs. They're the ones numbered 1, 2, and 3, but there's also one more. Bomb number 0. Add all that up, and you're looking at about 4 tons of explosive power. Those
Why
go
0?
off, and it's all over. That's enough
He's a
oomph to turn
programmer.
this whole place into a smoking crater.
I see.
Aren't you forgetting something?
That'd kill you too.
So, I'm ready for that. I've got
He's just a
spares.
clone.
Spares? Is that what Sigma was talking about?
No, T-boy, don't do any of the height ones. I've heard every single one of them already. Stop it. It's so boring going on and answering the same exact questions. How's the air out there? Do you play basketball? How tall are you?
I think the last one's not a pickup line, that's just a question.
That's just, yeah.
Yeah, clones.
I heard Alice whisper something to Clover.
Let's go, Clover.
Wait, can I join in on this too?
Show him all that training wasn't for nothing.
Is Clover about to karate chop him?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Right.
Oh my, is Clover ready for this? She's like, huh? Wait, I can do, oh yeah. Before I had a chance to ask them what was going on, they moved.
Die, you bastard!
This is such professional agent work. Oh god, I disappeared into the void. I'm back now.
Yeah!
Whoa. She roared and leapt toward Dio. Could that be called a roar? Clover following just behind. Alice threw a punch at Dio's face, and as he dodged, Clover spun out from behind her. They did a dance move. Dio grunted and turned to focus on Alice, but Clover darted in and snatched the detonator from his hand.
Clover, get him! Right! Sigma, catch!
Sick him, Clover.
I was thinking that too. Before I could respond, Clover had thrown the detonator at me. I scrambled to grab it out of the air and held it to my chest. And I had found out that I accidentally pressed the button.
Oh no.
Damn it! Stop! Let me go! Still let go of me, you asshole!
Why would we? What? Yelling didn't do him any good, and Dio found himself subdued by the skillful teamwork of Alice and Clover. Strangely though, once they had a hold of him, he stopped struggling. I mean, I guess that's about as close as a form you could get. Because, like, if you twist somebody's arm in this particular way, they can't move, and it's a really good way to lock somebody down without using too much force. Aikido. You should learn. And everybody can learn it. I was reminded of a gazelle with its neck in the mouth of a lion. Had he surrendered? Or did he have some trick up his sleeve? It didn't feel right. I didn't have to wait long for my misgivings to prove true. The detonator in my hand suddenly began to flash. What?
Ha! Serves you right.
The evil laugh is supposed to be my trademark, Dio.
What are you laughing at?
You! Her! All of you! God, you're stupid!
What? Why?
See that detonator you threw to Sigma? You activated it. If it gets more than a meter away from me, it sets itself off. We figured someone might try to take it away, so we put in a little safeguard. Since you two were kind enough to take it away from me.
I imagine a situation where Dio is just like forgets about the detonator and leaves it in his room. He goes on to the bathroom. And then it just blows everything up. Bro.
The bombs have gone from remote control to countdown timer. Go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Won't make any difference now. The bombs are gonna go off no matter what.
How long do we have?
About 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Oh no. My condolences.
What can we do to stop them?
I told you that already. First, we need the device that allows us to input information. Then we plug it into each bomb and enter the codes.
Hey Alice, who the hell are you? How do you know all this?
I have the code for one bomb, right? When Xero Senior gave it to me? I think I still have
two of them. Because I think Dio gave you one in his ending also.
Oh. Oh my god, Dio. Oh. And if you're still here, Abdullah, thanks for joining the Patreon, man. Patreon stream later today. For everybody. Even, for all tiers.
None of your damn business.
Except you, Abdul. You're not invited.
Just tell me where the input device is.
Well, that's none of your damn business.
Yeah.
Fuck! Stop! You're gonna break it!
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
That's
You can
the
very
plan.
easily snap off somebody's you could snap their elbow or dislocate their shoulder from this position.
Please.
Very
stop.
effective.
Just tell me what I want to know.
Okay, I'll tell you. It's in my coat, the right-hand pocket.
Check it out.
Right.
She nodded and started digging through his pockets. After a few minutes,
It's no use. There's nothing here.
I'm just kidding,
Did
Abdul.
you lie
The
to
stream
me?
is especially for you.
wow.
I'm not gonna be there. It's just you and Zero.
It's a
I have
date
to
night
work.
experience with Zero. Zero's boyfriend experience. Oh my god. Imagine if we ever did something like that, like a day with Markiplier. It's just a day with a day with Zero. That would suck.
No, I swear, keep looking.
Oh, wait. There is something in here.
Clover pulled her hand from his pocket and held it out. Is that a pill? Like, for medicine? I mean, that's usually what pills are for, Sigmund.
Hey, what is this?
Huh? I can't see it. Bring it over here.
I think he's bluffing. Clover frowned and moved closer to Dio, holding the pill out. Clover, what kind of agent are you? Suddenly, he moved, his right hand snaking out to grab the pill from Clover's hand. Before anyone could react, he shoved it into his mouth. I heard a tiny crack as he bit down on it. Almost immediately,
room
he
must have been
grimaced in
quiet.
pain. Damn. Dio's a high gal face, though.
Shit!
What? What was that?
Poison, I guess.
What?
Oh my god, Clover. Who trained you guys again? The Soys? The Soys are not doing too
Damn.
good.
How could I be so stupid?
Don't blame yourself. It was Clover. His eyes rolled up into his head, and flecks of spittle began to trickle out from the corners of his mouth. I grabbed him by the hair and shook. The hell are you doing? Where's the input device?
Lost it. In my couch. Back home.
Don't screw with me.
Fine. Don't tell us. How about you give us the deactivation codes instead?
Deactivation. You guys are persistent. Fine. Not gonna do you much good anyway. I'll tell you. But you only get one. This is the deactivation code for bomb 3. Ready?
So I'm still missing one.
Imagine he gives you one you already have. You're like, no, deal. Give me a different one. I already have that one.
I was like, what? How do you have that? Oh. Is this possibly the true ending? Because I think I'm about to run into a wall here once more.
LXQ LHC NMR.
Okay, give me a second. Photographic memory. Activate. I'm gonna have absolutely no idea which one this is for, but I'll have them. What about the other 3?
Trial and error.
Yeah. Doing trial and error with with bombs is good.
Oh yeah, can't end poorly at all.
He didn't even seem to hear me.
My body will be a part of the foundation of a bright future.
His voice was weak and more foam was dribbling out of his mouth.
Such a beautiful world. May brother live in everlasting glory.
Those were the last words Dio spoke. He died with a strange, happy smile.
They only gave us the password for one of the bombs. This is bad. What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
How much time have we got?
25 minutes.
Are you sure?
Yes. When he told us the time, I checked my bracelet. It said exactly 30 minutes.
You mean the bombs are gonna go off the same time the next set of doors opens?
Yes. The time on your bracelet is the time we have left.
How convenient. Ooh. So 25 minutes.
This isn't good. I was hoping that we might be able to escape through the white doors, but...
No.
It takes 5
That's
minutes
not
for
an
the
escape.
primary door to open and close. So...
Yes, I know. There's no way we can get through them before the explosion happens.
Well, there's no point just standing around. We should start looking. We need 3 things. The password input device.
We don't even know where the other bombs are yet. Well, we do know in the other timelines, but not on this one.
Right.
We also need passwords for all the bombs
They're in the
other
same
than
locations
number
every
3.
timeline.
Exactly.
Well, I mean that the Sigma of this timeline hasn't had an epiphany of where the other bombs are yet. Nor does he know the code for all 4 of them.
Hold on. Let me check.
She knelt down and quickly checked his pockets and sleeves, then sat back on her heels, frustrated.
Damn. He's clean.
No, his soul is dirty. She looked pale.
Then we'll just have to hope we find it somewhere. Tenmyoji, can you go tell Luna what's happened?
Right. I'm on it.
Luna's just like, hey guys, how's it going? Well, of course we do. Oh, we're all gonna die in 20 minutes? Oh.
Good. The rest of you, let's move out. We can do this. Let's
Imagine
go.
getting news like that. Jeez. We all took off at a run, heading to different parts of the building. But all of our searching turned up nothing. This is definitely gonna change if we have all 4 of them. And as we searched, the clock kept ticking. So yeah, we're gonna have to revisit this timeline later. I wish the Stanley Parable crossover would start here. And then the narrator would just start talking.
Perfect, yes.
Yeah, this is like the perfect situation for that too. Then at last, the chromatic doors open. And boom!
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Our time had run out. We watched the white doors open. Were they doors to heaven? Or to hell? The thought barely had time
getting
to
deep in
flutter
his final moments.
through my mind before everything went white. We didn't even have time to say goodbye.
I mean, you had
We
lots
had
of time.
30
You
minutes.
were just busy looking, yeah.
Yeah. 1,000 emotions flooded my brain in those last moments. Why? How? How had we ended up this way? Well, I know exactly how, because Dio existed. Then a blistering wave of heat, like the surface of the sun itself, wiped out any lingering thoughts. And lingering wills. My consciousness slipped away into a bottomless pool of darkness. Neither heaven nor hell, only the void. Wait, we got the little music jingle here. I forget exactly what this is for. Is this for character endings or just like specific like important story bits?
Character endings. Generally.
Character endings.
I mean, I think it plays in the game during certain moments too, but I don't know. I'm not sure when.
The red moon looks pretty. I wish we got to see it. I mean, we as the player got to see it, but we as Sigma, fortunately, did not get to see it in this timeline.
Not this time, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe through his memories of Dio's code, you're really able to see it, but... Alice End. Achievement unlocked. Best served cold.
She's all ice.
Oh, true. There we go. Now it's not just two dudes. It's not a sausage fest anymore. Why did I get Dio's ending first? That was so dumb.
It's funny, one of the endings you don't have still is one that you can get without any blocks.
Oh yeah. I'm just super lucky. It's almost as if I knew exactly which path to avoid.
You're trying to make this as long as possible.
I've seen other people go through the game and it's not that long. But for us we have to go down every dead end route before we can finally get the actual one.
Yeah. You're just trying to savor the moments, you know?
I just really, really enjoy playing this game, yeah. God.
Maybe if we actually started getting endings.
Maybe. There's so many other characters that I'd like to know the endings for, like Fi, Luna. How did Clover end up this way? Well, I mean, we know how Clover, but like, why is she... Well, we're not gonna get an answer as to why she's dressed this way. I guess Clover's ending might give us more info about like what happens after 999, but
We got a little bit from Alice.
We did. Maybe more from like Clover's end because she was with them from the very get-go. As for Alice, she was just like a stranger they picked up.
Yeah.
And what's Tenmyoji connection to June? That I still don't know. Oh, no, don't spoil me. Stop it, Gabe.
That question scares me.
Regardless, guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us for the stream. That's gonna do it for today, though. Hopefully next time we'll get more endings, and I believe at some point, once we have all the codes for the bombs, we'll have to revisit this timeline. Potentially escape. That's what I'm thinking this entails, but maybe not. We'll see.
Only one way to find out. And we're reaching a point where the only places left to go are endings.
Hopefully. If I run into another dead end, I'm gonna be devastated. I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are in the world, and we'll see you in the next one. Later, my dudes.
Bye-bye.